Hi, how's it going?
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Surgery?
Surgery, I'm almost 3 weeks out. Actually,
Right.
I think today, or no, Friday's 3 weeks out.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
Well, I got off crutches after about 10 days, which I feel like is pretty impressive for a meniscus tear. Yeah, now we're just like doing a lot of range of motion stuff and trying to get back to normal. I'm walking really weird. I don't know if you saw me walk in. Don't video me walking out. And so we're just trying to fix that and just get back to normalcy.
What's been the early feedback on your vlog videos?
I've had really good feedback, actually. I'm kind of looking for some sponsors now because they're doing really well, honestly. And I feel like this week's episode will be pretty special just because I had so many people that wanted to take videos for senior day stuff. So it's going to be cool.
Tell me, I don't know about this. What are you doing?
I started vlogging my recovery. One of my coaches told me I should do it because I do have a pretty large platform and a lot of influence. And so they were like, I really wish that when I tore my ACL, like there was somebody else to kind of watch. And so, yeah, one of my coaches told me I should start one. And so I've just been kind of like taking videos of stuff I'm doing in rehab, stuff I do on a day-to-day basis. I don't really post a ton of like my day-to-day life. And so I think people are interested to see like what I do and listen to me talk about stuff. And so my first video had 100,000 views. So I feel like that was a really good response right away. And since then it's kind of trickled down too, but yeah, it's been really good, and I've gotten a lot of feedback on it, which is good.
Is it TikTok?
It's mostly Instagram, but also TikTok. And then I think I'm gonna start posting them on YouTube soon.
Are you trying to be funny then, or do you think they're boring?
No, they're very creative, and people have asked me if I'm the one making them because they're like, "There's no way that she's making this," and it is me. So that's kind of cool. But I try to put like a little cinematic and artistic feel on it.
I like the sound effects.
Thank you.
So can I show some of that on the video? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I'll tag, so, direct people that way.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Is that like your future career, you think?
No, it's not. But I am an art minor, and I like doing different creative stuff. So it's been kind of a good creative outlet for me during this.
I know this is probably not how you imagined this interview to go and how the end of the season to go for you, but just what has it been like kind of transitioning from being a leader on the court to trying to still make an impact even though you're not necessarily playing the games?
Yeah, it's been really weird, and it is nice that I still do feel like I have a voice, and people, especially our younger girls, I feel like still really look up to me and really listen to me and value what I have to say. There's just such a like built-up mutual respect there with me and all my teammates, and so I do appreciate that, and I still feel like I'm plenty involved, which is good. Just in a different role, like you said, and so it was definitely hard. I had to grieve for a little while, but now that we're reaching the end of season, I mean, I would have started this process either way. Like this would have been the end of my career, one way or the other. So just finishing up regular season and heading into the tournament is definitely going to be hard, but it makes it a lot easier when we're doing well. So.
How has been finding a voice while not playing, and how is that different from being a voice when you were playing?
I think that I definitely have, even though I was a lot of like a lead by example type player and very analytical mind for us, now I've become even more of that, and I've become even more analytical because I'm just watching and I'm not as involved physically. And so I think that it's brought me a different perspective for sure, and I see things a lot differently now, but I've learned a lot about the game, and in terms of like finding my voice, I feel like it's just chiming in at the right time when we need it. And yeah, I think that people thought it was funny when I was like hobbling over into timeouts during the Michigan game, but I was like, dude, I gotta be there, and it was too fun not to be, and I know that I said some things and some times that people needed to hear, and so it was really good.
If you could,
What'd you say?
I said they kicked you off the front row.
Yeah, it would have been a little dangerous. We're getting there. My goal is maybe by the end of the year to be back in the front. Yeah.
if you could map out your next 10 years, what would it look like?
Dream 10 years?
Yeah.
Dream 10 years is I would take a crazy engineering job probably, and like in a really big name, and then eventually become a Disney Imagineer. That was my dream job. So I don't know. I want to travel a lot. I would like to move a lot. The Midwest is great. I hate the snow, and I don't like driving very much. So we'll see. I honestly could see myself ending up just about anywhere and doing just about anything. I also could see myself going down the route of coaching, just because the people are pretty cool in that realm. So there's a lot of doors that have been opened for me now. And since I've been injured, honestly, I've had a ton of people reach out with new, exciting opportunities. So that's also pretty cool.
Sounded like you're coming back here next year. I don't know if that's.
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm wondering if you've talked to Sid at all about that, just the proximity of being next to so many people that you were familiar
Yeah.
with, but not being on the team,
Mhm.
and if this has kind of been a kickstart into that.
Yeah, we talked quite a bit about it, and she talked about just like the boundaries that you have to have, but also the like level of fulfillment that she feels getting to still like help and coach and be a part of things. And she's said like even after this year, I mean, we're still gonna all be friends and still have a relationship, but it has been important for her to kind of set boundaries, and it's obviously a little easier for her. And I'm sure if things work out and that were me next year, it would be a little easier for me because everyone is so much younger. And we don't have anybody besides Kenise really that's in our like current junior class, so there is a little bit of a gap there.
What have you learned about coaching from this new perspective?
Honestly, I learned a lot from Coach Bluter and Coach Fitz, and then I learned a lot from Coach Abby, and then I learned a lot from Coach Jay, and now I'm learning a lot from I learned a lot from Raina, and then now I'm learning a lot from Sean and Randy and Lysandra and Jazz and Sid. And so it's I've had like so many different perspectives, and I've learned a lot about like when to get emotional with things and when to be stricter, and just kind of like how each person analyzes and thinks about the game and like recruiting and film. And as soon as I started really figuring out how we like track stuff, that was what I kind of tried to gear my game towards so that I could play more. Like it was really like super analytical, and I would love to deep dive into it at some point, but because there's a lot of things that I did. But yeah, I've just learned so much over my 4 years.
How have you seen Jan kind of grow and develop, going from being an assistant coach to being a head coach, and how has that maybe changed, your perspective on her changed since you went from being in a
Yeah.
on-court role to an on-court role?
Well, Jan was actually who recruited me, or who started recruiting me. So I've known Jan for so long, and I seriously was like ecstatic, jumping up and down when she got the job, because I just knew how much that meant to her and how much that meant to her family, and I knew that she deserved it. And I feel like even over from like last year to this year, her transition has been incredible, and she has really like kicked it into another gear this year. She comes off being like so confident. She's our leader, and she's just somebody that I'm now trying to like embody once this injury happened to me. So I've really taken a lot of her example and tried to model it myself.
Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Jared.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.